I love it when episode titles have some sort of theme tying them all together, hidden deeper meanings, adding depth to their shows. Sure, most don't do much with it. Death March to the Parallel World Rhapsody just throws Death March into every title. Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon just adds a noun followed by a description of said noun? Like, come on. How am I supposed to overanalyze any of these? Lots of anime also restrict themselves to one-word titles like Death Note and Air, which... Wait a minute, is the last episode's title also Air? That's the name of the show. The last time I recall seeing that was with Akame ga Kill, which enjoys throwing that last word into every title. And boy was that shocking. Akame, our protagonist, does what now? Since when? Actually, I do think the morbid addition to each of these titles is fitting. It's a pretty dark and brutal show. Good stuff. But then we'll also get anime like Carol and Tuesday, where episode titles are all classic songs and albums. That's great. They're musicians finding their voice, gradually building up a fan base, discovering themselves through music. Cyberpunk Edgerunner does this as well, with even more recognizable songs. Smooth Criminal, All Eyes on Me. Okay, so maybe they don't match up with the tone or feel of the anime all that well, or connect with the characters. But it's still pretty good. And as long as we're talking about music, we can't forget about Cowboy Bebop. Music is instrumental to the show's atmosphere. See what I did there? The show's titles are either named after musical concepts or songs, which is very fitting for this timeless masterpiece. But then I noticed episode 11, which we're told is Toys in the Attic. That seems rather out of place. Toys in the Attic? Why? So I punched the original Japanese title into Google Translate and got something completely different. A more accurate translation would have been Heavy Rock in the Dark. That would have continued the theme names. You ruined it, guys. How am I supposed to do deep dives into very important things when I'm dealing with bad translations? It's almost like not everyone cares about episode titles as much as I do. Moving on, we've got Bakuman. Every title is a pair of words, which is absolutely fitting in a show that follows a manga artist and writer as they work together to make the best manga they can. The episode titles highlight their duality, as our protagonists struggle to create something truly special, something they hope to someday turn into an anime. Love this show. Or How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift? Not only is this show's title phrased as a question, but so are all the episodes. They're calls to action, questions meant for viewers to answer, which all makes sense when you watch the show and realize it's an educational series on fitness training to teach audiences how to work out.
And today I'm going to show you the correct way to do a few different exercises with the bench press.
Someone told me this was an infotainment anime!
This isn't just some fun passive watch. It wants to get people active and fit in a safe and effective manner. Brilliant titles. Speaking of things I haven't been talking about, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood's first episode is called Fullmetal Alchemist, and the last episode is called Journey's End. I think a better final title would have just been Brotherhood. The whole show is about this relationship between these brothers, so sandwiching it between the two of them would have been great symbolically. And if you've seen the show, it really does work well for the finale. It's a missed opportunity. This could have been great, guys. I'm joking, of course. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is already a masterpiece. But, okay, calm down everyone. I realize titles aren't everything. Heck, some of you might not have even realized episodes had titles until now. The Way of the House Husband's entry on my anime list just does this. Just search Wikipedia. Someone spent their blood, sweat, and tears coming up with these banger titles, and you've completely ignored them. More Than a Married Couple But Not Lovers uses its main title as a template for all but one of the episodes, which is brilliant. Maybe I'll go into that more in another video. The relevant thing here is that all these qualifiers help capture the uncertainty of our characters. They don't know what they want or how they feel about one another. Are their bonding efforts just for a better grade or something deeper? So much suspense. I wonder where this romance anime will go. That's not to say I understand everything. Even I get thrown for a loop every once in a while. Take Hunter x Hunter, for example, a show about a future hunter, Gon, chasing after the shadows of his famous hunter father. Thus, Hunter x Hunter. So it makes sense that all the episode titles would follow this duality format, and episode 1 does just that. It's called A Boy Sets Out for a Journey, Leaves Behind the Sounds of the Wind. Perfect. But then things diverge. In fact, every episode after the first one is made up of 3 connected words or phrases, not 2. Clearly, this is done to, also represent the hunters Gon teams up with along the way, his friends? Maybe? I don't know. The 2011 version sticks with a 3-word pattern from the very beginning, so it's clearly in here for a reason. I should probably wrap things up here. The list I made before starting was limited to anime shows I've seen, and I've only gotten a quarter of the way through them. No reason to make a video that's that long and redundant. Let's end with one more. Let's see here. Restaurant to Another World, because who doesn't love food? Just look at all these episode titles. Everything's food. No references to plot or character, because frankly, those are very secondary in this show. It's all about enjoying a good meal. The preparation, presentation, enjoyment of, they're absolutely perfect titles that capture the narrow scope of this anime. Like this video, just focused on the episode titles and subtle information they convey to the millions of fans who are definitely poring over them like myself. Alright, peace.